You all heard my answer, I should talk. I want to sweet thing about my lawyer.
But just talk a little bit.
No. Not talk a little bit. I'm sorry, you already put garbage in. Garbage in, garbage out.
Where are you heading now? Back to prison or where?
Follow me.
What do you mean, garbage in, garbage out?
I want to talk, but you all heard my answer, I should talk. I want to sweet thing about my lawyer.
But just talk a little bit.
No. Not talk a little bit. I'm sorry, you already put garbage in. Garbage in, garbage out.
Where are you heading now? Back to prison or where?
Follow me.
What do you mean, garbage in, garbage out? What do you mean by garbage in, garbage out?
So I want to talk, but you all heard my answer, I should talk. I want to sweet thing about my lawyer.
But just talk a little bit.
No. Not talk a little bit. I'm sorry, you already put garbage in. Garbage in, garbage out.
Where are you heading now? Back to prison or where?
Follow me.
What do you mean, garbage in, garbage out? What do you mean by garbage in, garbage out?
So I want to talk, but you all heard my answer, I should talk. I want to sweet thing about my lawyer.
But just talk a little bit.
No. Not talk a little bit. I'm sorry, you already put garbage in. Garbage in, garbage out.
Where are you heading now? Back to prison or where?
Follow me.
What do you mean, garbage in, garbage out? What do you mean by garbage in, garbage out?
So I want to talk, but you all heard my answer, I should talk.
Other kids against the fucking brothers. What kind of
support do you usually give to him?
But the man's my friend. And my friend is single. So I have to come and give my support to my friend. You know that the man wanted a case against the Father God brother poor when intelligent man repetition lie on the man. And the man won the case. And they passed him around here and they arrested them. The other one they released him. So I give to get support to the man. And second the man from Nimba, father. Okay, so when he began the man kind of godfather. But he tell the godfather, okay, if he become godfather.
Who make you godfather?
No, don't say who can.
Who can become godfather?
Godfather. I didn't know the godfather.
There was speculation that you were promised of contesting District 5 in Nimba County by election. Why are you not contesting? What happened?
Nobody promised me to run District 5 because I'm not from District 5, from District 6 and District 9. I wanted to become senator and they put him for the race. So I'm not going to want to become, how you call it, representative. If I represent the job, I will go to District 6 and District 9. Nobody can win me there. So I'm not running.
You and the Fadika brothers are from the same, you people support the same United Party. And now you are now behind your friend. Are you now?
But and the AB men too supported the United Party too. AB and the man was, how you call it, DA boss for United Party. But the man is my friend. And second, the man my brother from Nimba County. So I'm going to get my support. Should I have it from people? Me and Fadika went to C school in Abidjan, but how you call it, the AB are my friend.
Are they now your friend?
No, they used to be my friend, but now my current friend is like AB.
What made the friendship sour between you and them?
No, what make it sour because the way in which they try to treat the men. First thing first, that grandpa, you need to change your behavior. Somebody can advocate for you to get you a job. Father guy was in America there working, how you call it, in the prison, as a prison guy. They mentor for him, the man getting job. You honor man the man. Then you fuck the man again. Then you lie on the man. Then the man win the case. You expect the man to lead the man? No.
So since when you began godfather? Hello? Since when you began godfather?
For the day Prince Johnson that became godfather.
So who is Jeremiah?
But Jeremiah was the neighbor.
So what is the difference between landlord and godfather?
Godfather. Okay, how to respect the men? That's a breath flag. That is a breath flag.
The prophet.
But the men got a flag. Yeah, because of the flag, that's a break.
You're talking about the godfather issue.
I'm the godfather.
Yeah.
For the day Prince Johnson died, I tell you what the godfather. Didn't tell you that Nima can see there, so you know the people that crew poor before? In your tapeta. And you see the crowd where that my grandfather chased the poor for them and tell the southeast, you know, they got Swami. Swami Gangba was said to him, Swami grandson. From the born and Peter, even I know his Swami great grandson. My mom is the oldest Swami. She not the someone here saying that in London. That my grandfather fought and told the group of Nima and threw him away. And Moses is his son. Moses blood and my uncle. Nima counted for me. All the men are passing around. I used to open door for Moses Dopu. Where was Koga there? When me and Moses Dopu there, Moses blood on every day. Where was they? When I was small, I used to follow Moses blood when meeting with chapter there. Where was they? They were nowhere. When everybody get a turn. So the time will tell the country, remember, you know that we keep the country last time in the people go to the free the people on social media. I love everybody. You can't be open. You know, I posted for you can't because of the war stigma. Somebody very social need to come into that country. But I don't see that a lot. You are looking at that.
Social in what sense? What will you be doing?
Social to unite people. Social mean everybody see the scene.
Is that lacking in Nima right now?
Yeah, but most of men, they're not social, man.
How about Bilete?
But Bilete is our brothers, our non-makeup, but Bilete is a crook. The men are crook. You don't know the men sleep from FIFA. You don't know that I should tell you. The men start from FIFA and the men are wrong. But if people love you, you know that.
But he's from Nimba, though.
But for me, so Rogan come from Nima. What you telling me? You know one time of democracy is a group of stupid people going to get out to choose stupid men to lead them. I don't know about democracy. So I came to support my friend. I said I will form a Manibo president. I've said it before. But now when Manibo men, I will come take our country into mosque. Manibo men will come bring Islam in this country. That's what I want. We're looking for modernization. Number two, we shut down here every morning while we're sleeping. Now what I want. No religion entry from the Arab people. The Arab people in the town with it. It's not getting forced a year. But my people, man, he's a Nigerian. And I need to see to it that people will need to fix them, modify them, so they get empowered.
But Bilete is a Madigo man.
I wrote and the man said one time Nigeria into a Muslim state. For what? Do we rather need religion? We don't need religion in Africa, we need technology. We don't need religion.
So even when someone propose Christian state, you won't support that?
No, we don't support no Christian state here. Why you people like a Christian? And before you want our Christian dog? Why no more Christian dog? Nobody can honor the pastor. You always say honor the pastor, pastor want eat them, nobody can honor him. The other country you want? No. There was no transparency in religion. Because the religion people they represent God. So you can ask him questions. So not the religion around here.
I thought you were a prophet.
Well, I'm a prophet, but I'm a modern man.
Oh, you modern prophet?
I'm a modern prophet. I understand religion on a different level. Everybody should know God for themselves.
Are you going to
Do you have church? You have any brother?
What?
Do you have church?
No. I don't have church.
Thank you so much. Pass on our side.
Well, this is here with Ebi Koma and other the former Solicitor General, Councillor Sifa.
Who is your friend?
Ebi Koma. For what? On the case against the family brother. What kind of support? But it makes my friend. And my friend so I have to come and give my support to my friend. You know that the man won the case against the family brother. The court went challenge the man repetition lie on the man. And the man won the case. And the person around here and they arrested them. The other one, the released him. So I give this support to the man. The man, except for the man from Nima. Now Nima can the godfather. Okay. But you think that a godfather, okay, godfather? Who cares? No, but say who cares? Who cares if you become godfather of Nima?
There was speculation that you were promised of contesting District 5 Lima County by election. Why you not contesting? What happened?
Nobody
So why they
okay if we become godfather?
Who make you godfather?
No, don't say who care.
Who care if you become godfather? There was speculation that you were promised of contesting District 5 Lima County by election. Why you not contesting? What happened?
Nobody promised me to run District 5 because I'm not from District 5, from District 6 and District 9. I wanted to become senator and they put me for another race. So I'm not going to want to become, how you call it, representative. If I'm representative job, I will go to District 6 and District 9. Nobody can win me there. So I'm not running.
You and the Fanika brothers are from the same, you people support the same Unity Party. And now you are now behind your friend. Are you now?
But any AB man to support the Unity Party too? AB, any man will, how you call it, DA boss for Unity Party? But the man is my friend. And second, the man my brother from Nima County, so I'm going to get him my support. Should I have it from people? Me and Fanika went to C school in Abidjan, but how you call it, the AB are my friend.
Are they now your friend?
No, they used to be my friend, but now my current friend is like AB.
What made the friendship sour between you and them?
No, what make it sour because the way in which they try to treat the men. First thing first, that grandpa, you need to change your behavior. Somebody can advocate for you to get you a job. Father guy was in America there working, how you call it, in the prison, as a prison guy. They mentor for him, the man getting job. You honor man the man. Then you fuck the man again. Then you lie on the man. Then the man win the case. You expect the man to lead the man. No, godfather, okay if we become godfather?
Who make you godfather?
No, don't say who care.
Who care if you become godfather?
Godfather. I didn't become the godfather. Okay, why would you strike the green? That's a red flag. Now that is a red flag. But the man got a flag. Just because of the flag, the person
So you are talking about the godfather issue.
I'm the godfather. For the day Prince Johnson died, I tell you what the godfather. Didn't tell you that Nima Kelly seen there, so you know the people that cook for before? He had tapetan. And you see the crown point, right? Like my grandfather chased that boy for that and said the Southeast is going to go Swami. Swami gave baby was said to you, my brother. Swami grandson. From the born and Peter, even I Swami grandson. My mom is the oldest Swami. She not the somewhere years in London. That my grandfather fought and told the people from him and throw him away. That Moses is young son. Moses brother, my uncle. Nima County for me. All the men are passing around. I used to open door for Moses Dopu. Where was Koga there? When me and Moses Dopu there, Moses Brown, let me know that for time. Where was they? When you know our small bands of father, Moses Brown, we meet you a chapter there. Where was they? They were nowhere. When everybody get a time. So the time will tell the country, you know that from the kid, that's why people go to Magana feel the problem of social media. I'm not going to buy Nima will be open. You are posting for Nima country because of the worst stigma. Somebody very social need to come into other country. But I don't see it a lot. You want to look at that? So you be doing social to unite people, social to unite everybody. You have to see
That lighting right now.
yeah, those are men of social media. The villages of our brothers are one make up the villages of broken. The base are broken. You don't know the men speak of FIFA, you don't know what I should tell you. The men speak of FIFA and the men are wrong. But the people not speak, you know how you do it. Can marry me. So Rogan come and Nima. What you telling me? You know what type of democracy is a group of stupid people going to get up and show up. Stupid men to lead them. I don't know about democracy. So I came to support my friend. David Kroma. I said I will vote a Manigo president. I said, for now, Manigo men, I will not take our country into mosque. Manigo men will come bring Islam in this country. Now, what I want, we looking for modernization. Not as well, this shot down here every morning while we're sleeping. Now what I want? No religion, nothing for the Arab people. Arab was like any time with it. It's not going to force it here. But my God, it's an opinion. And I need to see to it that people we need to fix them, modify them, so they get empowered. That man I wrote in the message one time I brought into a Muslim state. For what? Do we really need religion? We don't need religion in Africa, we need technology. We don't need religion. So you mean with some of the world's Christian states? No, we're not going to support no Christian state here. Why you people like and before you want our Christian done? Why no more Christian done? Nobody can order the pastor. You also see what the pastor nobody can order him. They're going to see what? No. There is no transparency in religion. Because the religion don't believe they represent God. So you can ask him questions. So not the religion around here. If the religion was trying to be prophet. I'm a prophet. I'm a morning man. Oh, you're a morning prophet? I'm a morning prophet. I understand religion on a different level.
Do you have church?
Everybody should know God for themselves.
Do you have church?
Do
you have church? You attend it personally?
What?
Do you have church?
No. I don't have church. My religion, I don't have church. I teach people in the opening. You don't have the church, they have a court, have a society that you judge the people of the year, kind of a way. Jesus said, go here into the world and teach the people. You tell them, go pay church. You say, upon the church, I will pay. Upon Peter will pay, I'll pay my church. And the Roman Catholic person on the church. What happened in the church there? Never happened in the church. One man sleeping with man marrying man. What happened in the church there? So when the man started around, what happened to reproduction? We're not trying to look at
So where is everything? Where is everything? Why you supporting?
I'm my close friend. I support you. So you know, I've been passing around the break and very good reaching. I want my new men of that best friend. Not my new men of religion first. No. That's why Arab religion here.
That's why I'm starting.
Yeah, we want men abroad, Christians, Muslim state. We don't want it. We don't want no religious stadium.
What's your party comment?
My party comment is that the country is moving well. Joseph Baga is working. Injustice.
Why are you here this morning?
I know why I'm here now. You're not good at it.
So one of the
Someone would say
yesterday
justice has been served.
Yes. He said you brought him here. That's what he said.
You're a journalist.
Yes.
Police will not take you and carry you straight to Senate prison. The police, there's three components in the criminal. Now, you want me to open criminal justice class? I'll do it. There are three components in the criminal justice system. You got the police, the court, and the correction system. The police will arrest you, introduce you in the system, and then bring the court. You are adjudicated in the court, and you are sent to prison either for pretrial detention or for relaxation. That's how it works. So nobody will tell you, what order do I have on police people?
Did you chase him?
For one reason, you guys are content creators. I want you guys to understand that. Apparently, you know that what I want to do. Content creator, I am not one of them. I am a policeman by training. I am now a law student. So we don't do that. We don't violate the law. Why would I go out on the street for another Nigerian to do that? I use the law. That's why I brought him out of court in the first place. So I don't understand why you guys are not understanding that. There's no way I would want to take the law in my own hands.
Were you in the know that you would have been brought to the court here, or you got the information later?
I'm a complainant. I have business in the court because I filed lawsuit against this guy and I have judgment. So when you get judgment now, it is your right to come and follow up to see whether the judgment is served. You understand what I'm saying? Yeah. All right. And so at least I learned that my little elementary time in the law school. For now, I know that civil procedure. So we bring people to the court, and the person is being brought before the court. You have to follow it. Superintendent made from different perspectives. That's what we did. So all that thing, what you guys, I hate to even call that name because that's what you want me to be doing. All the things they're doing is just to create content, to put me and myself in the same line. You know, that's something that shouldn't be happening. We're not on the same parity. These guys have no vote. Have you heard of the Fadiga until we brought one of them in the government? since that time. You only knew them when they were creating content, going to Hebrew-Man, all kind of nonsense they've been doing. But have you heard of them? That's what you know of them, to create content. So they now have AB Command in some little divisions. So they come to use that as a basis to get notoriety. My name is being used for notoriety, and I refuse to do that now. Yesterday in the restaurant, whatever transpired there, I would have hoped that it wouldn't have a spark. You know what I mean? But you know what, sometimes when you are taunted at some point in time, you go through some of these situations. But at the end of the day, by the grace of God, the $1.6 million we owe is still going to be paid. We'll take something in
You think you will get that money?
The law said I will get it, I will get it.
Did they say in tranches or as one? How is it going to be paid?
Whatever way it is paid, but
how would you like to receive it, sir?
I'll call the city mayor of Ganta, tell them say we're going to build huge city hall there.
Thank you to everybody. The public will not be informed. I'm grateful to President Boakai for having a listening ears and knowing that the people, anything affect the people, it also affect his government. It tells us that they make you a servant leader because we have come to serve. We haven't come to be the boss. Flagging the issue, I would also like to say thank you to my colleague. I've supported the presiding, the deputy speaker, and co-presiding. They all work along with us, and that matter was speedily handled because we get Tuesday and Thursday, the ID card institution, the leaders were on the floor looking at it. Thanks to my colleague, and I will point out we haven't come to do a political game. We have come to be accountable to our employer, and the people was, for a few days, the people were suffering. People were under the rain, people were leaving the basic schedule, the little market, people little salary, 7, the little salary they received, they couldn't get it to take care of their family because there was a restriction place that was even being misinterpreted. And up to now, I stand at the point to say stay the committee in a much that the issue has been revised. But the committee will still have to call the central bank for them to explain to us why did they add to the president executive order. That was wrong. We can't do that. We may have all of the things, but everything we do in this job, we need to consult and have the ears of the people. That was bad. That was wrong. We don't have any problem with the ID card institution, but if it bothers our people, we must pay attention. So now that it's been revived, I believe that the leader is going to think to come back to every one of us and let's be a part of it and make sure that we put in place things that will work for the Liberian people. And I still stand and I have the support of many of my colleagues. Let the ID card be free for at least 3 months or 6 months for the people to have it. Afterwards, then you can pay for it. If we can do it for the voter registration card, take people to all of the villages and have points and centers, come with a cost, and we can do it in phases and see how best we can help our people.
Thank you. So,
and again, coming to my communication, I think your question was too. The issue of youth empowerment, we know we have to do both human resource and then also the resource we have in the country. Most of the time we say, oh, the youth are adult. They begin to buy, they want to nothing, this and that. But if people are not empowered, if people are not trained, it becomes a problem. That is why every one of us took advantage and made it act that we should have a TV, we should have a youth in sport that the people would benefit from. We have TV in every county around Liberia. Up to present, I don't think you even have 2 or 3 years of TVs open. Now our children are turning to motorcyclists, our children are playing Chinese bet all around, and it's not something that's going to make them self-sufficient or to be able to sustain the family. So it's important that the Youth and Sport Minister come to us and tell us there are funding earmarks that UNITO is managing. Tell us what happened over the period. EU is paying for that funding, other institutions, World Bank, and other people paying. We have to start looking at these things seriously. If we just sit and say, oh yeah, I don't think I affect what I do. These money are coming in the name of Liberia. So let's know what's happening to them. So I did the communication. It's been sent to Education Committee in Youth and Sport, and we're going to follow it to the letter to know that Youth and Sport can come, and some of the partners that are implementing on TV to know, because our citizens need to be trained. The youth of Liberia need to be trained so they can be self-sufficient.
Thank you. So, as my colleagues will be coming in with question, let me begin on this note. So, your last press conference, you were kind of bittered at the executive director of the NIR. You're even calling on the president to relieve him from a post because he misinforms the president. So, where do you think you went wrong, and where are the areas that you think need correction? As now the executive order is not reversed by the president.
So, firstly, sitting with the president don't just do executive order. The lines ministry that are responsible come and sit with the president and tell the president what they're going to achieve if there is an emphasis. The executive order is something that enforces what you were doing before. So sitting with the president, explaining the thing, you must have a projection, which maybe they say, okay, we're going to raise the amount. For me, the article shouldn't be about monetary thing. I see it like ownership. It should be for us as citizens. It shouldn't be something with business. If we want to make money in this country, I said it time in past, let's review our concessions. Money leaking every day, our people suffering, they got job. If we review our concession and put in place other things, Liberians will have jobs, they will not want government job. So it's not about you telling Attica to be money making thing. So when I hear people saying it hurt my head. We should have that thing for our people. So why do we have it for national election? So what I'm saying, it's not about Mr. Andrew. I know I listen to him on the radio trying to castigate and do this. I have not come in that position. I've come in a position to say people must be qualified when they're sitting with the president and giving him feedback. Because for me, if I sit with the president and want to achieve something, I must first of all look at the challenges. I must first of all look at the achievable. What do I need to put in place to achieve these things? Not only to make pronouncement, and I don't even have 10 persons outside working on these things to help our people speed up the process. So it's not about him, but I still believe that they need to have a qualified person that understands the law that was made and how to work to get our people registered. Because the issue of registration is important. That institution can make a lot of money all by themselves. Why? Every one of us took advantage and made it out that we should have a TV, we should have a youth in sport that the people will benefit from. We have TV in every county around Liberia. Up to present, I don't think you even have 2 or 3 years old TVs open. Now our children are turning to motorcyclists, our children are playing Chinese bet all around, and they are or to be able to sustain the family. So it's important that the youth and sport minister come to us and tell us there are funding earmarks that UNITO is managing. Tell us what happened over the period. EU is paying for that funding, other institutions, World Bank, and other people paying. We have to start looking at these things seriously.
Good afternoon, Liberia. On today, 06252025. Today is Wednesday, the 25th day of the month of June, and a pleasant welcome to all of you. The Liberia rice production history is characterized by a significant gap between local demand and domestic supply, with the country heavily reliant on rice imports to meet its need. While rice is a stable food, production is largely dominated by traditional low-yield farming methods, particularly in urban areas. Despite efforts to boost the domestic production include public-private partnerships and investment in the higher-yielding varieties, Liberia continues to face challenges in achieving rice self-sufficiency. Rice is the most important food crop, yet Liberia produces only a fraction of what it consumes. The rice cultivation relies heavily on manual labor, tool and shipping cultivation in urban areas. Yields are constantly low due to limited access to to technology in efficient farming practices and low input use. Liberia imported a substantial amount of rice, imparting a straight balance and foreign exchange. Political instability and civil war are significantly impacted agricultural infrastructure and production of rice in Liberia. The government has initiated programs to promote local production through a public-private partnership, investment in improved varieties, and strategies to reduce reliance on imports. There are ongoing efforts to introduce high-yielding rice varieties and improving marketing infrastructure for local producers in Liberia. Today is the 25th of June, today's Wednesday, and I'd love to say happy birthday to Lisa Fatima of the Pacos Island. On today, T. Nicholas Barkley is thinking about you, strong about it. It was a happy birthday. So, C. Nakanet and Va Jr. celebrated on yesterday. B. Investment celebrated on yesterday. Jonathan Flomo celebrated on yesterday. We say good afternoon, good evening, good morning, and Ellen John Sally and Koluba of the Pay family celebrated their birthday on yesterday. Good afternoon, good morning, good evening. Annie Frank's The Diary of a Young Girl was first published, appearing in Netherlands under the title Hate After Heroes, The Secret Annex. It became a classic of war literature in 1947. In 1876, George Armstrong Custer made his last stand with the 7th the cavalry at the Battle of the Little Bighorn in 1876. Robert Erskine Cheadle, writer, Sinn Féin deputy and member of the Irish Republican Army and the Irish Nationalist agitator, was born today in London. Today, the 24th of June, 1910, the Firebird by Agok Stravinsky and Michael Foskin premiere at the Paris Opera today. Today, 1961, the British comedian and actor Risky Gavias, whose credit notably included the television series of The Office from 2001 to 2003, was born today in history. The first of the rainbow flag, which represents LGBTQ pride, was flown during the San Francisco Gay Freedom Day Parade in 1978. Today, 1993, the Canadian politician Kim Campbell was sworn in as the country's premier, the Prime Minister, becoming the first woman to hold the post. She served for less than 5 months. Today, 2009, the 25th of June, the American actress Farrah Fawcett, who first gained fame for an iconic pick-up poster and later became a superstar with the hit television series Charlie Angels, died of cancer today, 2009, the 25th of June, at the age of 62. Today, that same year, the American singer and dancer Michael Jackson, who was renowned worldwide as King of Pop, died at the age of 50 for a later combination of sedative and propofol and anesthetic process. Today, 2009, the 25th of June in history. Today, 25th of June, 2024, the Chinese lunar probe Chink 6 returned to Earth carrying the first samples for the far side of the moon in history. Today, Korean War began. In 1950, the North Korea unleashed an attack southward across the 38th parallel, after which the United Nations Security Council mandates the Soviet delegates passed a resolution calling on United Nations members to assist South Korea. Today, the 25th of June in 1950. Today, Antonio Gordon, the Spanish architect, born today, 1852, in Tours, Spain, but he died on the 10th of June in 1926 at the age of 73 into Barcelona, Spain today. Good afternoon, good morning, good evening. Happy birthday, belated birthdays. All of you are celebrated already, and happy pre-birthday to those on their way to celebrate. At about 12:30, we'll have Orange Liberia here. We'll be paying host to Orange Liberia on this platform as usual to give good news to Liberia. Orange Liberia, GSM provider and the country will have the privilege to share lunch with us on this edition of the program. Be with us until 1:30. Remember, we are on Cool Channel 2 on YouTube. We're also live on Facebook. Cool as such handle. We are also on www.knewsonline.com. And we are also live on 91.9 across Liberia. Good morning, good evening, good afternoon. A pleasant welcome to all of our folks following us, watching live, and we encourage you to share the video and invite others to join you on this spectacular edition of the People's Program. Many thanks to all of our folks that are watching. We say thank you so much for joining us on this edition of the program. Ahead of development, the Liberian legislature has proposed a bill seeking to amend the Local Government Act, the LG of 2018, and now a coalition of leading Liberian civil society organizations has firmly rejected this call that this should not be amended. This is important in the best interest of transparency, accountability, and in the interest of giving power to the people. The legislature enacted this Local Government Act, and this Local Government Act was passed in 2018. It was under the then watchful eyes of the former president George Mananwia. But then with this delay of weak political interest, it wasn't taken so serious until this government came to power in 2023, and it began the implementation of such a process, thereby giving power to the local government structure in the various counties, where you have the county council, you have the service center, you have the council of chiefs, the council of chiefs, yes. You also have the council of superintendents, the council of city mayors in the various counties, thereby giving power to the people, where after the lawmakers have debated on budget allocation in the various counties, those officials of the counties are there to see the need after they've been in power in order to give key priorities and issues in the county that should be looked at. But the lawmakers are saying there was this power that was given to them, and this power has been taken from them. So the local government has to be reviewed and amended so that they will have a very key interest of decision making in this process. Now, this group is arguing that this Local Government Act, that the county council, the fund going to them, the council of chiefs, council of elders, the council of superintendent, the council of city mayors, council of service center coordinators, it doesn't in a way take powers from the legislators, but the legislators are saying that the Local Government Act, if implemented, has empowered the county council to represent the diverse community voices, and including women, youth, people with disability, people who are visually impaired, social actors, giving them a right. But a lot of us are saying the particular power that been given to these people were given to them, and it has been taken away from them. So they should amend this aspect of the Local Government Act. We'll talk about that today. And ahead of development, in this quest to curb down drug dealers, drug peddlers across Liberia, this case started since 2024, when the son of Musa Peachability was arrested. And there is something happening here, because we see a back and forth issues going on, and the son of Musa during the proceeding presided by Judge Joe Barcom, The jury has been disbanded following Musa Belite's son, Peace Belite, pleaded guilty, and the court has ordered a pre-prison report to be submitted within 5 days ahead of the sentencing. But then, under the plea agreement with the Minister of Justice and other charge, the indictment against Peace Belite and others are expected to be dropped. Why? I'm hearing that the Supreme Court Chamber of Justice Counsel Associate Justice Sienna Clinton Johnson has ordered Peace Belite immediate release from this residential prison. And they came after the Legal Counsel filed a petition for the writ of certiorari challenging a prior decision by the resident circuit judge, Blamo Dixon, to revoke Belite bond without cause. Why? We throw a light on that, especially where the issue of heightened drug activity is across the country, and there have been efforts by law to curb down on who-be-doers who are involved in this process here. But then Peace Belite, after he said not guilty, after this disbandment of the jury, they have come now to say Peace Belite is guilty. So ahead of this 5 days submission of a prohibition report before his sentencing, we hear entertainment news outside, and that the case against them, the indictment against them, Peace Belite and others are expected to be dropped for a reason. Liberians are concerned. I took a short break, but I'm still waiting on Orange Liberia. They had to be here, and I hope they will not be here like yesterday, because they didn't see it yesterday. So we're waiting for them. When they arrived, we'll get into the good news that Orange Liberia have for them. Good afternoon, good morning, good evening. I am your humble servant. I am Nathaniel. Just call me the ambassador, and I'm here today with T. Nicholas Barkley on this edition of the program. We will take a few comments from our page. We'll take our break here, and we say thanks to all of you watching live. We want you to please share the video, share our video, and invite others to join you. Buster Tito said, I'm watching live from Ganta City, Nima County. Good job, thank you. Abraham Yuma is watching. He said, watching from the Banas Farm, Peloton Junction, Three Brothers Black Factory. He said, God bless you, cool family. And Nelson Robert said, Kim Johnson Road, thanks for the update, thank you. Ambassador P.B. Kennedy said, Puebla Turning Point. Madge Fofana said, hello Fofana. Emmanuel Blackie said, following the show from Dupont Road, my residence, thanks for the update you always giving to our people. Salome Peters said, hi my brother, God would always bless you and your family. Abu S. Soiree said, good afternoon Mr. Va, good afternoon Soiree. Denoir M. Jerry said, I'm following you from Zogwe, Nima County, 3. Good afternoon, Mr. Va. Good afternoon, Denoir. And Kava K. Sharif is watching ELW Junction. Hi. Joseph Kanga, he said, Capital Building, my small corner. Joseph Kanga, my name. Zuku Aaron, following from my corner in Columbus, Ohio. Thank you, Zuku Aaron. And Moses Spookman Aaron, also following my concentration room along the Marshall Highway. Good afternoon. Samuel T. Williams, watching Josephville. Thanks for the show. He said, Ephraim S. Window, Chikizo Factory Community. Thanks, Ephraim. And Michael M. Wayne, he said, I'm following for Soaking the Moses Z Black Community. Thanks for the update. And even Keiba Man is watching. It says, Soul Clinic Community Last Turning Point. Thanks for the update. Angel Hill, Angel said, I'm reading from my reading room in Monrovia. I'm following you. And be the one to make the change. Say, good afternoon. Good afternoon, Liberia. I'm following you from Suffolk Community. Liberia must get better. Mosa Fofana said, nonsense. You fooling yourself. You asked for comments here on the program. Aaron J. Martin William Jr. Zota, Jacotown Zota, Minister Achi Jula. It's the Democrats. It's a group of stupid people who come together to elect another stupid man. It's a Prospect Key said, that's Prophet Key. He's quoting Prophet Key. Porisa Academy, Football Academy, always watching us. He said, good afternoon, Mr. Information VAR, watching from Pacos Island Committee. Thanks for the update. Thank you, our regular viewer. Emmanuel Rod, Congo Town, Pacos Island. Thanks for the show, he said. Mohammed Bas, Congo Town, Sophie Community. Thanks for the show. Roden Town said, when Town Puebline, Dete Cully said, was something more to reacted here. He said, I'm following from Bolivia. Where is that? Original Pape Cully said, Banga City following you. Prince Tule, he said, Jacob Town following you. Boris Duo said, good afternoon, cool family. I'm following from Josephville. Thanks for the good job. And it's Sumi with some emoji there. F Shine P Markio Kakata City. Emmanuel S. Bobos Francis Community. Doras Jar, Grandmaster County, Buchanan City. Bill G. Gufar said, around the Kingrave Belt, adjacent Golden Key Hotel. Newman Victor Rankin Jr. said, Mount Barclay. Didi Tobe said, EOW. Now Richie Gosson Molu said, Painesville City. Thanks to all of you watching live on our page. We congratulate you. Please share the video and invite others. Seku Mafanta Jabate said, I'm Emmanuel. LPRC Committee, Ukasin Frank, 72nd, thanks to the show. Bennett Brighter Benson, Johnsonville Lee Hill Committee, thanks for the update. Patricia Mamolu said, good afternoon, my favorite cool family. And Albert Pima Willie, UL Fendel Campus Chief, thanks for the show, thank you. Mikey B County Fire Detachment said, Kakata City, Mikey B County, I'm following you. And thanks to all of you. Aliyu Kone Masakwe said, I'm watching from Sierra Leone to be precise, Freetown, thank you. Zondo Livingstone Jackson said, red light, thanks for the update every day. Amos Omega Jensen said, FDA Committee, C. Zwana Curry said, USA, watching USA. Masinin say said, I'm watching from Gambia, thank you. Thanks for joining us today. David Richard, it says, Soaking the Community. Buster Tito said, Ganta Nima County. And Linda D. Kier said, I'm watching from Maryland, USA, following the show. Thanks so much for joining us today. We'll take a short break, we'll come back. Like I said to you, we are set to pay host to our Orange family. And Orange, yeah, we get them, we'll certainly have them on the show. Today's Wednesday. Happy birthday, Lisa Fatima, Pacos Island, T. Nicholas Barkley is thinking about you and said, have a pleasant and a happy birthday to you there. We took a short break, come back. Why are the lawmakers saying they want to amend the Local Government Act? When there was a very lawmaker that passed the Local Government Act 2018. So if you check 2018 till now, how many years? The past government on this weak political will policy process under former President George Weah, they reneged on this. They kept Sasakawa in that position, whereas he was no longer eligible to be in the position. When this government took over, Lay Sasakawa said you are not to be here, and then brought in a process where there was an election held among the paramount chiefs of Liberia. And imagine paramount chiefs elected on the county level, say, if you have about 10 paramount position, those paramount chiefs came and elected one to be the head of the county. If you have 5 in the county, they came together and elect one of that kind to be the head, the chairman of the paramount chiefs. Then the 15 paramount chiefs of the 15 counties came together to elect one paramount chief to be the chairman of the council of chiefs. And that's how paramount chief Arthur Doa of Bon County was elected. And that election, I followed that process. That election, paramount chief New York from Maryland County contested, Bokovizar, Rosas County contested, and paramount chief Doa from Bon County contested. And out of the votes, I followed that keenly. Imagine 15 Paramount Chief Neo from Meridian County took 1 vote. Paramount Chief Bokovizar took 4 votes. And Paramount Chief Arthur Doa took 10. And thereby elected him as the chairman of the Council of Chiefs. So he currently holds that position. And the local government had brought into being the councils in the various counties that comprises of youth groupings, women groupings, civil society groupings, that they are able to sit and discuss the matter of the county. And they also have the city mayor's council. The city mayor's council across the country come together and decide how they should run things, because you can't keep one city being reneging the development, others are improving. What's the extra thing you're doing? What's the magic? What's the turnaround? So we sit together as city mayors and discuss how we can improve, how we can help our brothers on the other side. Then again, the council of superintendents, all the county superintendents come together and elect 1 superintendent to be the chairman of the superintendents, and that's how Superintendent Kwawu of Nima County won that position. The city mayor of Makiri County won the position. So that's how they came together. Now the lawmakers are saying they want to amend because there was some position that has been given to them that has been taken from there. And you know that this oversight responsibility of lawmakers in the counties has strongly led a lot of developmental process within the counties. They want to be the one deciding, and sometimes they struggle to lead that process without superintendents, city mayors, the councils in the rural counties to have a say. Imagine development. There are some counties developmental. So all of the monies from the county are generated, and then it comes to Monrovia, just a pinch go back to them. So the county won't carry on the project. It should be the county deciding. You also have the service centers council. The service centers across the country to have government services provided locally. They took him to their hand, one service center head or coordinator to become the chairman. So this is called across that they begin to discuss their matters. Why Paramount Chiefs will be coming to the chief compound to discuss issues. Superintendent Council will be also meeting periodically or annually to discuss their matter. Why city councils will come together to discuss. Service center coordinators will come together. Why is it that some service in Grand Bassa are not going on? Why is it that service centers in Backwood are not going on? Why is there service centers in Grand Crew, Maryland? So the service center coordinators come together and say, well, if we are running services here, why is it that services are not running in another county? Then they come together. If there's an issue, recommend to government and say, hey, we have to fast track this process here. Our colleagues are saying the reason why they cannot, because these are constraints. Because services we provided, the likes of getting citizen ID cards, travel lesson, surveying lands, land deeds, birth certificates, all of the things should be in the county. Should not just everything come to Monrovia. And then the council, just to inform you, the county council come together and decide their major key plan in the county. They decide, say, we want to build roads. We got money in the county budget. Maybe through a social development fund or so. They go there and say, we want development to come to the county. They now become the custodian of their development in constitutional government. We want to build roads. We want to build this school. Instead of waiting for government to say, oh, go to education, go to LACE before they build school here, we as a county, we can make a decision to build school here because we know that it's necessary for us. So government not just come say, oh, USAID or UNDP or UNICEF want to help us to build schools. They go to build one school or build a hand pump. They build one hand pump somewhere that nobody drawing water in or from. They build one school, no student. But the county will say, we need it because these are our children. They are our children going there. We got a numbers of students in this area that are going here. Or this school is an elementary school. We want to, our children have crossed this stage. They're going far places. And there are many. We got more than 500 students than who are junior high students. We got more than 500 students who are senior high students. So let's upgrade the school to a senior high level that will accommodate our students because they are facing a situation. They go and decide consultation with the county council, the superintendent, city mayor, and other officials of the county decide come together and say we want this project. So the local government act gave power to the locals, gave power to the people. You see, remember the local government act empowered the county council to approve county development plans and budgets. And an authority the lawmakers are arguing now that enfranchise their legislative oversight. So the bill now has been forwarded to several House committee for reviews, but then some other groups are saying no to this issue here. I'll take a break here. We'll come back. We'll talk more about that on today. Good afternoon, good morning, good evening, and a pleasant welcome.
But just talk a little bit. No, not talk a little bit. I'm sorry, you're already put. Garbage in.
How's it?
Garbage in, garbage out.
Where are you heading now? Back to prison or where?
I won't talk about it. I won't talk about it. I won't talk about it. You all have my hands, I shouldn't talk. I won't talk sweet thing, but my lawyer said.
But just talk a little bit.
No, not talk a little bit. I'm sorry, you're already put. Garbage in.
How's it?
Garbage in, garbage out.
Where are you heading now? Back to prison or where?
Follow me.
What do you mean garbage in, garbage out? What do you mean by garbage in, garbage out?
Every county around Liberia, up to present, I don't think you even have 2 or 3 years of TVs open. Now our children are turning to motorcyclists, our children are playing Chinese bet all around, and it's not something that's going to make them self-sufficient or to be able to sustain the family. So it's important that the Youth and Sport Minister come to us and tell us there are funding earmarks that you need to is managing. Tell us what happened over the period. EU is paying for that funding, other institutions, World Bank, and other people paying. We have to start looking at these things seriously. If we just sit and say, oh yeah, I don't think I fair to do that. These money are coming in the name of Liberia. So let's know what's happening to them. So I did the communication. It's been sent to Education Committee and Youth and Sport, and we're going to follow it to the letter to know that Youth and Sport can come and some of the partners that are implementing on TV to know, because our citizens need to be trained. The youth of Liberia need to be trained so they can be self-sufficient.
Thank you. So, as my colleagues will be coming in with question, let me begin on this note. So, your last press conference, you were kind of bittered at the executive director of the NIR. You are even calling on the president to relieve him from a post because he misinforms the president. So, where do you think you went wrong, and where are the areas that you think need correction? As now the executive order is not reversed by the president.
So, firstly, sitting with the president don't just do executive order. The lines ministry that are responsible come and sit with the president and tell the president what they're going to achieve if there is an emphasis. The executive order is something that enforces what you were doing before. So sitting with the president explaining the thing, you must have a projection, which maybe they say, okay, we're going to raise the amount. For me, the article shouldn't be about monetary thing. I see it like ownership. It should be for us as citizens. It shouldn't be something with business. If we want to make money in this country, I said it time in past, let's review our concessions. Money leaking every day, our people suffering, they got job. If we review our concession and put in place other things, Liberians will have jobs, they will not want government job. So it's not about you telling Attica to be money making thing. So when I hear people saying it hurt my head. We should have that thing for our people. So why do we have it for national election? So what I'm saying, it's not about Mr. Andrew. I know I listened to him on the radio trying to castigate and do this. I have not come in that position. I've come in a position to say people must be qualified when they're sitting with the president and giving him feedback. Because for me, if I sit with the president and want to achieve something, I must first of all look at the challenges. I must first of all look at the achievable. What do I need to put in place to achieve these things? Not only to make pronouncement, and I don't even have 10 persons at site working on these things to help our people speed up the process. So it's not about him, but I still believe that they need to have a qualified person that understands the law that was made and how to work to get our people registered. Because the issue of registration is important. That institution can make a lot of.
Let me begin on this note. So your last press conference, you were kind of bitter at the executive director of the NIR. You're even calling on the president to relieve him from a post because he misinforms the president. So where do you think you went wrong, and where are the areas that you think need correction? As now the executive order is not reversed by the president.
So firstly, sitting with the president don't just do executive order. The lines ministry that are responsible come and sit with the president and tell the president what they're going to achieve if there is an emphasis. The executive order is something that enforces what you were doing before. So sitting with the president, explaining the thing, you must have a projection, which maybe they say, okay, we're going to raise the amount. For me, the article shouldn't be about monetary thing. I see it like ownership. It should be for us as citizens. It shouldn't be something with business. If we want to make money in this country, I said it time in past, let's review our concessions. Money leaking every day, our people suffering, they got job. If we review our concession and put in place other things, Liberians will have jobs, they will not want government job. So it's not about you telling Attica to be money making thing. So when I hear people saying it hurt my head. We should have that thing for our people. So why do we have it for national election? So what I'm saying, it's not about Mr. Andrew. I know I listened to him on the radio trying to castigate and do this. I have not come in that position. I've come in a position to say people must be qualified when they're sitting with the president and giving him feedback. Because for me, if I sit with the president and want to achieve something, I must first of all look at the challenges. I must first of all look at the achievable. What do I need to put in place to achieve these things? Not only to make pronouncement, and I don't even have 10 persons outside working on these things to help our people speed up the process. So it's not about him, but I still believe that they need to have a qualified person that understands the law that were made and how to work to get our people registered. Because the issue of registration is important. That institution can make a lot of money all by themselves if only they have all of the biometric registration put in place.
Thank you. We'll take a few questions from our police.
I will talk, but you have my answer. I shouldn't talk. I want to sweet thing, but my lawyer said
just talk a little bit.
No. Not talk a little bit. I'm sorry, you're already put. Garbage in. Garbage in, garbage out.
Where are you heading now?
So I'm going to become, how you call it, representative. If I'm representative Trump, I will go to the 6 and the 9. Nobody can win it there.
You and the Farika.
So well, folks, this is Brother Key here.
No one make it sound because of the way in which they try to treat the men. First difference that the men put under the t-shirt. Somebody can advocate for you to get you a job. Funny guy was in America there working in the prison as a prison guy. They men come for the man, they join him. All of the man. Then you fuck the man, then you lie on the man. Let the man win the case. There's fellow men to lead the man. No.
So since when you can go out? Since when you can go out?
But you're not going to go out.
So what
Okay, I would respect the that's a red flag. Now that is a red flag.
And we expected to have Orange Liberia, but up to now, yeah, sometimes it happens in business. You know, I don't know why our lawmakers are so much curious. And there are reports that the legislative branch have been in the business of interfering historically. That brought the issue of corruption and waste in the allocation of county social development fund. And it was about this meaning that the legislators saw the need that in order to give power to the people, Remember, this thing came long, it was proposed long. The past government, under the Washington as former president, we are, signed this thing in November 2018. But the government, with its political weakness, saw the need not to bother Sasakawa. Because he was and that the local government repealed the act that brought the Council of Chiefs and Elders, of which Sasakawa was the head. That came to be in 2012. So the coming to being of the Local Government Act automatically lay off the chairman and repeal that law. But the past government downplayed the act, kept Sasakawa in the position until this government came to power under the watchful eyes of Ambassador His Excellency Joseph Boakai. And this government said, but this law already been passed ever since. But the former president will have failed the signature on this thing. So Sasakawa, you don't have a position, you've been out a long time. Then the government started to arrange these processes and make sure that this was set seal. Since there were no council or the traditional council of elders and chiefs and all that, there should be by law an arrangement, thereby identifying paramount chiefs across the country. We got paramount, we got client, we got general, we got town chiefs, and all these people are there and should be covered. So then the paramount chiefs of all these counties, or let me say for example, a paramount chief of a county, the paramount chiefs, if there are about 5 paramount chiefs in one county, or a paramount or 10, those paramount chiefs come together and say, hey, among us, let you let one of our kind, who is also a paramount chief, to be here. Mind you, the former body that was the head of the Council of Chiefs and Elders, Sasakawa was not a paramount chief. This law said, before you can be in that position, you should first be a paramount chief. So paramount chiefs came together and elected one of their kind to be the chairman of the county. And once you are elected among your peers as the chairman of the county, definitely automatically qualify you to be a candidate if you want, if you wish, or to partake in the Council of Chiefs that's outlined in the Local Government Act. So that's how local government, the act brought in paramount chiefs, and that process took place in Uganda, Nema County, orientation of schools of stewards of government. And 15 paramount chiefs came together. It was a very tense election. Like I said earlier on, Paramount Chief Neo, who was elected as the county chair of Maryland County, Paramount Chief Bokoviza, Rosas County, vied for the position. Paramount Chief Ato Doa, Bon County, vied for the position. And those 3 were there. And remember, there were other coordinators there. And that brought in 1 female paramount chief of Grangeda County. And 2 other persons, 3 persons were elected that day. And that's how Paramount Chief Ato Doa was elected. 10 votes. Paramount Chief Bokoviza, 4 votes. Paramount Chief Nira of Maryland County, 1 vote. Thereby automatically making Chief Ato Doa, Paramount Chief Ato Doa, the chairman of the council. And moving on. Then the county councils that are comprises of social groupings, women groupings, youth groupings, elders. Automatically you're aware that the paramount chief will be a part of that group. And they are a very key decision maker in the county. And also the superintendent is also there. So the mayors, leaders of the counties. Now that authority being given to the county council, this is in the eye, they are intended to reflect the thinking of everybody. You have the disabled physically challenged on our table, whether it is what we say the group of people that's physically challenged, or we say blind people, what we call the visually impaired, we got people with hearing impairment. So they say deaf and dumb, boo. They all are part of the process. The youths, the women, representation, because they are part in the county. So when the issue of decision making, these groups come together and decide what is good for the county. But then what is more that's making us discuss this issue here, the act gave the power to the county council to approve county development plans, budgets. And now the lawmakers are saying that position where they made a law. You see, they are ranting about this. They made that law. They made that law. Now they're saying the law, now the act that was passed, took away their power. If you read section 2.2 E and F, this is where Grangedale County, Jeremiah Sokan is saying it took away their power. Is it really true that they come into being of the county council? Is it override the legislative oversight? And as a matter of fact, look at this critically. The lawmakers, they made a law where does budget eminence from before it even goes to the county? For the lawmakers. Those are the house. They will produce a budget that was proposed by the president or the executive branch. They do all their calculations, a portion of what they want to see is done. Then they send it to the Senate. The Senate then concur with them. If there's any adjustment, additional issues to be done, there's a very important committee that coordinates with both houses, and they have to come together with one. Then back go to the president. The president signed it, become a legal instrument. But now they are saying that the caucus. How will you talk about caucus? Because the legislative authority reside in the assembly and not the caucus. But now they say they have taken back, they have taken from them something. Now, and listen to them. So what the argument is saying now that the county council comprises of unqualified members due to lack of formal education. Mind you, are you telling me that the paramount chief that sit and take care of the certain portion of the county in terms of laws, in terms of regulations, and hold that place? You go now in the villages, you see that when the paramount chief gave an order to the clan chief that there should be no open defecation, all towns should be having the pit latrine or their toilets, bathroom in tight. We don't want to see open. Do you think that will happen? No. If there's an order coming from the paramount chiefs that all major roads leading to the towns and villages, to a waterways or water where they take water or the bathe should be clean, do you think it would happen? Then you say that people don't have enough formal education? When there are concession agreement into the counties coming off of government top level, go to the county where the concessions reside, and not the paramount chief, they call town chiefs in a town that they should be aware of these things. Are they not knowledgeable of their butchers, of their mining sites? But this is an argument they're putting up. Now, the society, the social groupings that come together, the commercial social grouping, they are now termed that this thing is very much hypocritical. That if they want to use minimum education requirement for the electors, it will hold some of them. Because you don't have to be a degree holder, a master degree holder before you be elected as a lawmaker. No. So you see, now they are saying this thing should not be, they should be the one. That their power has been taken away from them. If for any reason we are saying give power to the people, how would this be? Like I stated earlier on, you have the service center in the county. People want birth certificates. You're not coming from Monrovia or Mozzarella County. They want to survey their land. It's going to be center at the service center. You want land deed. You want to go on getting driver lesson. the Ministry of Transport is represented at the level of the county service center. And they are in consultation with the Ministry of Transport here. Because transport is aware and they are there in the county. And there are representatives that provide the services there in the county. And mind you, at the level of the county, the paramount chief is there. The clan chief is there. The general town chief is there. If there are some development going on at the level of the county, who do you go to? You go to the paramount chief, you go to the clan chief, you go to the general town chief, you go to the town chief, quarter chiefs, and all the people they are there. They will benefit from these things, like I said earlier on. If they want to build school, well, mind you, with this process of legislative process here, they have done a lot of wrongs. I have seen with my eye in my generation that there are areas where they build schools and nobody can inhabit the schools only because the lawmakers said they put me build school here, you get all in. They put that talk. We want to build hand pump. Is it that the people need hand pumps? What if our partners are giving hand pumps to all the communities and they go to a town? The people say no. They won't get it already. They build 1 year before it's already. So what we want to do, we want to empower our schools. We got 2 schools here, but no teacher. We got 2 schools, no materials. The building leaking. That's what we want to do. We want hand pump. You go build hand pump, they put on one hand pump. But they will live there, know what they want. This is empowering the locals and say, you decide what you want through consultation with the authority of the county to a national level. And the local government also seek to bring in where the county begin to manage certain portion of their resources, their income. Instead of bringing representation of the banks. Banks that operate under the Washington as a central bank should be in the federal county because the money generated in the county will be kept in the bank. Portion comes to central government, the county manage their money. And when they want to do a project, they sit together along authority and say, this is what we want. How much there? How much can we apportion to the project? It means that when we are saying we want hand pump, it's what we want. We don't want to say that they impose on us. If we say we want to renovate our school or schools, this is what we want. If we say we want to rehabilitate our roads, this is what we want. We are saying this is what we want. If we want to take a major market process, this is what we want. Is that something where central government impose on us? But the lawmakers have said that authority has been taken from them, and the caucuses have been powerless. Who told you that when the local government, the county council are set up, then your oversight is no longer there? No. Imagine whatever money that goes to the county, you approve it. So you know what is there. And if the county decide to do something and they don't do it, you still have an oversight responsibility over them. But this is the argument here. And it's good that we have this process for Liberians. I know some of you are in Mosoro County. Some of you are listening to me in the rural parts of Liberia. Some of you are listening to me. You are here and you will be there in the county. And you will also be a part of this process where we approve budget or developmental plans in the county. But now your lawmakers are saying they want to amend this particular 2.2 aspect and take this power from you and give it to them. So they should be making decision as to what you want. What's your take? What do you think? I will have with me, not today, because I've been having a conversation, to have Chief Arthur Doa on the line, or if he's in Mosoro County, he can sit with us on the program to have this conversation. But Representative Jeremiah Soken of District Number 1, Grenada County, has said he is seeking now to amend this part. He has already sent a bill. It has been followed several House committee for review. He's saying this is what it is. Now, social groups that come together, now 1, now 2, now 3, now 4, they're saying we don't think this would be changed because it risks reversing key gains that are made toward decentralization or decentralizing power and ensure inclusive governance. If the lawmakers do the thing, it will be a catastrophism in the process. So it should not be. So the LGA is a landmark piece of legislation that are meant to empower the local communities and not to empower legislators. Some of them, they will go there, those projects in a budget, they go behind and say their own project. When you go to the giving annual report or yearly report, they will put it as yeah, they breached I won't build it. Whereas it was the county resources that were used to hire money, your own money taken from your account and sponsor a project. And let the town or the community sponsor their own project. They got money. They got social development fund. They got money. Let them sponsor their own project as a county. And say the bridge will build, we build this. It was built by the county. Let the county decide. But they say no, that power should be to them. So Center NAMO, that is the Center for Transparency and Accountability in Liberia Center, for or permanent advocacy institution, the NAMO Partners for Democratic Development, the Women's Secretariat, the Women NGO Secretariat of Liberia, Wangosa, and the Center for Democratic Governance, CDC, that is CDG. They have said no, they have issued a very strong statement on this matter. But what you say yours. You are also a part of this process. Good afternoon, good morning, good evening. Take a break. Like I said to you, we were expecting, or are expecting, Orange Liberia up to now, no single yet. But let's go on and to have your say on this matter. With the issue of pitchability, it's important that we alert you about this matter. The son of the District Number 7 lawmaker, Musa Ability, has pleaded guilty to drugs-related offenses before criminal court see after initially pleading not guilty. The case involved the unlawful possession of and sale of controlled substance at the Miami Beach coconut plantation in Mama Point. There was some allegations of unlawful possession of firearm and all that, and now he has gone through. But then what is more, Judge Joe Barcom, after the jury had been disbanded, following the pleading guilty of pitchability, the court now ordered a prohibition report to be submitted within 5 days ahead of the sentencing, whether you will go to jail for 5 years and the jail term is mentioned for 5 years or 20 years before the sentencing process. But then, under a plea agreement with the Minister of Justice, others charged in the indictment against Ability are expected to be dropped. Why? This is the biggest question. The Supreme Court Chief Justice Sienna Clinton Johnson ordered that pitchability immediately be released from the Morrison prison. And this is after a legal counsel filed a petition for a writ of certiorari challenging a previous decision made by resident Circuit Judge A. Plumbo Dixon to revoke Ability bond without courts. This is where we are. Why this case go as far back as 2024 March, where the LDA on multiple charges, issues, controlled substance, the illegal possession of firearms, transportation of controlled substance and all that, and he was in detention from the date to his arrest on the 15th of November 2024, when he was granted bail through the criminal appearance and insurance bond approved by Judge Plummer Dixon. But then why? If they are waiting on a prohibition order to be submitted before they're given 5 days before his sentencing, why now are we hearing that the case will be dropped? Why? It's a big question. I'll take our break. When I come back, go to the lines, talk to you on today. Good afternoon.
People me and said that so I like you, I like your culture when it comes to the issue of this. I mean, the issue of hearing you and seeing you in person and when somebody we were young at the time we were serving as a head of state and man proposes God is close. Now every one of us have time to do and there are different factions we do one. So people would lie in bed, die, people would die for school, people would die for any other thing so far like but the best and so much thing that we see that the government has done is to body, make you learn, be very but I believe he left with children, family, and all work together. Our focus is how best NIMA let me give you the values. Force are there.
Senator Ogade speaking, folks. We like to say many things.
They want to amend the law because power has been taken from them. How come? How come? How come? It's a power being going to the local people, but it should not be. It should be their power. Let me talk to my first caller on the line. Good afternoon. Good afternoon. Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, thank you. It's a pleasure to be on your platform this afternoon. My name is Lieutenant Thomas Sankara, joining the conversation on cloud in division number 14. Basically, this is one of the reasons why companies from the majority of blind executive are very funny to unseat from a team because of some of the kind of illegal thing in the country. No matter what the society says, the majority of blind will have their way and they are the ones responsible to pass the. I will not change anything until 2029 because right now, no matter what we will say, if you want to reject some people who that the society still ready with it, so they will just talk this like below and then that one will deserve, that one we wanted, so that what we get.
Okay. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon, Nathaniel.
Yeah, go ahead.
Thank you. This is Fatima. Like you for helping me. I think it is unfortunate looking at the action that's given by the law because these law and policies that were passed by the same lawmaker. So they are telling us that they don't review over the past. So it is very much unfortunate for God exposing those evil lawmakers. I think I'm going to now we will see how best to change some of these guys. Thank you so much.
Okay, let me say good afternoon to Chenan Diallo and say good morning, my brother. Now, I'm watching from Dubai. Thanks for the update. Thank you, Chenan Diallo. Always following the broadcast. Good afternoon.
Yeah, good afternoon, now.
You're welcome.
How are you doing?
Go ahead, my brother.
My name is Matari calling from Philippines. Yeah, I'm a parent. Yes. Concerning our lawmakers, what they are saying is not right. But already, our local government does not have sufficient power in its decision making. So as if that power is taken from them, it will not be okay. And I also say that if they try to do things that are we will have a peaceful and external for us to petition them to readdress that particular issue because they are just doing it in their own selfish interest, not in the interest of the local people.
Okay. Thanks for your contribution this afternoon. Thank you. Let's take more calls. 0775-919-919. Good afternoon.
Yes, what afternoon,
You're welcome.
Yeah, thank you for your show this afternoon. With the issue of the local government act, they say in a democratic republic, they say give power to the people. I think it is in that direction they thought it was 2018 to give power to the people, that they make decisions. It doesn't temper with your oversight responsibility, that the people report to you. But now coming back to amend that portion is very detrimental, and we can support it. That bill, the submission to amend that portion, would die natural death. Thank you.
You're welcome. Said will die natural death. But the likes of Jeremiah Sokin, he said that we need our power. It should be given to us. It was taken from us. Good afternoon. Good afternoon. Okay, you're not prepared. Don't hold the line. Good afternoon.
Yeah. How are you now?
Go ahead.
Yeah, this is my very first time calling on the show, and we're calling for District 3 of Ronaldo. And now these lawmakers are putting their more on. So, for me, I'm professor for the local government to take power and get a lawmaker to move on that place. Yeah, it would be better.
But the lawmakers, when they are elected from the lower of the district, they leave the county, they come over and sit here, they get a living here. They don't even go back home.
That's how I'm saying.
But the primary chiefs are the ones in there with their people.
Yeah, if you go down there, they see all the tell when they know what going on there. Because they come on the area, when they give you the That then the people that are going to the government, if they know the road in the white state, they can go content, they can go privilege. So that is local government take over for me. Would you like even for even know what the price is? Thank you.
Okay, yeah, but that law, that one is not our personal thinking. Thanks for your contribution, my brother. It is by law that those people are elected at the level of the district. Thanks for your contribution. Let's talk to you on today. Let me say, Ezekiel D. Mali. It's a Pacom Paint Junction. I'm joining you from the program. Adam JC said, good afternoon, cool family. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon, Mr. Ma.
Yeah, Aaron Samuel.
Yeah, thank you very much for the bad recognition. Mr. Ma, you see, this country, our lawmakers, those people that are in the local government, Mr. Ma, they are being afraid of the representative and the senator too much. Now, what was the problem today? Some of them, the Senate, let me say, the clan team, the parliament team, they are all control areas. They are all areas where make that thing or other companies are operating. They are there, people signing agreement. They don't even want to call for other things. They don't even know what they're supposed to do. Now, you see what they're doing? They want to spend the power for them. You see, they are being afraid of the people too much. They don't even want to call the representative. They think they want to stand, want to say, I still go before. They just give up from your area. They are being afraid of the people too much.
And it is also their responsibility, laws that have been passed at the level of the legislature, they should go home and inform the parliament chief, and let the parliament chief inform their people in the area there. But they don't do these things. Okay, this time around, I think the parliament chiefs are standing so tall, and they say, good afternoon. Good afternoon. Don't hold our lines. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Yeah, go ahead.
My name is Matthew. I'm calling for financial rules in the community. Thank you for talking on a discussion today. For me, I think I will not, because sometimes people hear that the feelings we don't put them there. Because if you say taking power from you, I think we have to do red in us, because that you can't the budget. They approve it for the country, they approve the country. And what you think that the past time when one or couple chair is not there, the need that will go and if you're not there, and need that the country development for people that do with it. And something don't want to bring back to us. I think of what you know, like brought to the budget. We get the money, that's not one mile for the job of the land sector. That money can come back to us here. I think of what they'll for us. But I don't look at me, you're giving for the down, taking it back for anything. I don't think they will give fair to the people in the country.
Thank you, my brother. Let me say up to Tara Thiago Akatara Fire. I said, Soklinik, I'm following the program. Honorable Joel Clark winning Rock Valley Community. Good afternoon, my brother. Go ahead.
Yes, good afternoon. This is the voice of Jeremiah Congo,
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, now you see, there are people who believe that you will not represent it, because there's a reason why this country, your baby that is born today, you won't be represented. Because if you cannot represent it, that it wouldn't mean that survival get in country. You look at people who are there helping you when you ready to vote for your campaign, like people you can go to, like people like follow the language the book you speak, you the same that was with them. You think that you win campaign, then you want to go back there and say the late people they get in there, but you want to go and take it from there now. We just not understand. Sometimes we wonder why go out to people are getting the kids in, some people to see for representatives to be there. That is pretty people there. So they're not do the wrong thing. They see where they can suspend people from minister position. They suspend the same way. You see how they put the point of view, they'll get okay. But we say that they're representatives. We say not to vote for them.
Okay. Okay, my brother. Let me take my final call. Thanks so much. Good afternoon, my final caller for today.
Yeah, but how are you?
You're welcome. Go ahead.
Yeah, this is Justin M. Guare. I'm to your because
Yeah, go ahead.
But now I want to expose something to you. You know, those that pass the law recently regime because they say that we're going to take a long time to empower the law because to get to somewhere. But now they see that if nobody in power, they're going to come back and take that power from the local. We will put that. That is not a law. It will be law until that knockout. It will not be amended. Thank you.
Thank you, my brother. Mr. Paul Tards, Dupo Rossi Committee, thanks for joining us on our live. We say thank you. It's been so wonderful. Thanks to all of you for joining us on today's edition of the program. Today is the 25th day of June. Let me say happy birthday to Lisa Fatima of Pacos Island. T. Nicholas Barkley is thinking about you. He say happy birthday and many more years. Best wishes for you to come. Happy belated birthday. See that Connect Envar Jr. Yesterday was a birthday. P Investment yesterday was a birthday. Happy belated birthday. Jonathan Flobo yesterday was a birthday. Happy belated birthday. And Yekolba and Ellen Johnson Salif, Yekolba P. Ellen Johnson Salif P. of the P family. Yesterday also was a birthday. But it's so wonderful. Thanks to you for joining us. Join us tomorrow on our Thursday edition of the program. Been so wonderful. Thanks for your calls, your comments, and your concerns. I'm Nathaniel, just call me the ambassador. I've been here with T. Nicholas Barkley. Until tomorrow, have a pleasant good afternoon.
On Today Liberia Television.
People being and saying that some I like you, I like your culture when it comes to the issue of this, the issue of hearing you and seeing you in person and when some of you were young at the time you were serving as a head of state and man proposes God is force. Now every one of us have time to do and there are different factors we do going to. So people would lie in bed and die, people would die as well, people would die any other thing so far like but the best and so much thing that we see that the government has done is to your body, make you learn, be better but I believe he left with children, family, and all work together. Our focus is how best Nima is going to the
Senator Ogade speaking, folks. We'd like to say many thanks to all of you on Today Liberia Television. Samuel Gomez Ogade is from Nima County. He's a senator of Nima County. And folks, wherever you are joining us, we'd like to say welcome. We apologize to our viewers and our followers for coming too late. So wherever you are, we'd like to say kudos to all of you for joining this live coverage.
What's up, man? Long time, man. Yeah, I'm making my time.
Go down the Matthew McGold, where you are the capital, you know, go. I don't mention it. At the capital, you know,
the man expecting you.
So indeed, we've here from the Satina Pavilion, and the reburial and the burial of a former president of the Republic of Liberia, Dole, and his wife, the former First Lady of the Republic of Liberia. So we told you earlier this morning in our post that we want to make sure to bring you all the happenings here at the burial of the funeral service activities of the late Dole and his wife. So wherever you are joining us, we'd like to say kudos to all of you. Sticking still with us, we will appreciate